rum acquired. We're ready. Ahoy, me mateys, and welcome to the Lit Review. Today we're doing the TBR for ScallywagAThon, which is super exciting. I love all things pirates, and I'm just going to talk you through what I am choosing to do for this awesome readathon. But in case you're interested in participating as well, you should know the details. So ScallywagAThon 2020 is taking place August 16th through the 23rd. And you should definitely check out the website, which I will link below, because there is a very fun piratey map that you must partake in if you are going to be paying attention and investigating all these challenges. And our captains for this readathon are our hosts. That is the Hardback Hoarder, Read All the Books, and Paper Fairy. So I will make sure to link all of their channels below. All of their socials are also available on the website I mentioned, and that will be linked below as well. The way this readathon is going to work is it lasts for just a smidge over a week, which is perfect because I am a slowpoke reader and I appreciate all the time I can get. But you are going to be following this map, and it's kind of a choose your own adventure readathon, which is just the best thing as far as I'm concerned, because I like to have a little bit more choice in my life. So you have this map that I will put here and that you can get on the website I mentioned down below, and you can start from any of the first 5 spaces. So those 5 challenges are, well, I have my handy dandy notebook. This is not a Blue's Clues thing, this is just preparedness. So Captain's Cabin by the most popular author on your TBR. Number 2 is Deep Sea Legend, read a book based around myths. Number 3, I, Captain, read a book that has 2 I's in the title. Number 4, Code of Honor. Pick the first book recommended in a video, so whichever video you'd like, including potentially this one. But number 5, and your final choice for a starting point, is Ahoy Hearties, which is featuring a friend group. So read a book with a friend group at its center. And then each of those 5 choices for where you'd like to start has usually 2 branching off of them, and you have to choose one of those destinations for your next readathon pick. So I am going to do a TBR for this readathon. I have 2 readathons that I would like to participate in August that are back to back, and I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm going to do a set TBR for this one, and then do my check-ins on my Instagram stories. So instead of doing a full vlog, so make sure you check on my Instagram stories if you want to see how my reading week goes during the 16th to the 23rd. And then the other readathon, I won't be doing a set TBR, but we'll be doing a vlog. So you'll have to let me know at the end of the month if that kind of back and forth works for you. It was just a way for me to try to keep it interesting, because I do not particularly love having multiple vlogs a month. I find it really just a pain in the butt to film. So we're trying something different. We're gonna see how it goes. But I digress. So my first pick for the ScallywagAThon is going to, my first destination is going to be number 3, I, Captain. So that is read a book with 2 I's in the title, which I think is a really fun and interesting challenge. And I am going to choose Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I reread the first one, I think, in either January or December, and so obviously it's been a long time since I reignited the series. But if you watched my YA Unfinished series video, you know that The Throne of Glass is kind of one of my outstanding series, and that video really inspired me to get my reading list together. So Crown of Midnight has 2 I's in the word midnight. And I'm also anticipating that even though it's like a medium-sized book, I think this is going to be a quicker read for me, which is going to help me get to my other 4 reads, because, you know, getting to the end of this journey on our pirate map is really the point. So Crown of Midnight. I don't want to say too much about this specific book because it's the second in a series, but this is definitely this is Sarah J. Maas's first big series, Throne of Glass. And this is book 2 following Selena Sardothian, who was an assassin plucked out of a prison camp essentially, to compete in a tournament to become the king's assassin. And now that she has completed that tournament, this is her figuring out like where she stands now that she's won. Branching off from prompt 3, there are 2 choices. It is either 6 or 8. So I can either go with Body Songs, which has romance, or I can go with 8, Volcano Bay, has exploded with popularity. And I am a simple fiend here on this channel, and I like my romance where I can get it. So I am going to try out A Pirate's Love by Joanna Lindsey. So not only does it have pirate in the title, so it feels super appropriate, this was also back here on my priority shelf, and has been since like April when I didn't get this fit into the historical romance readathon, so I'm really glad to be able to take that off my shelves. Plus, it's piratey. It's perfect. This is a old school historical romance. You can tell by my lovely used copy here with the yellow sprayed edges. This is not aged. This is a yellow sprayed edge situation. And this follows the young woman Bettina Verlaine as she is on her way to marry a dude that she's not actually that hyped to marry. And her ship gets overtaken by pirates. So, you know, that's where the romance element is going to come in. And I'm very excited to finally give this a go. Prompts A through C are detours because every good pirate has to be flexible and deal with the elements or with the law when they have to take those detours. So from prompt 6, body songs, you can move to either A, Washed Ashore, a book published 3 years ago, or B, Lost at Sea, a book you forgot you own. So this is kind of tricky, but I think what I'm gonna do, again, because it's a short book, is actually Candice Bushnell's Sex and the City. I've had this on my shelves for a really long time. I got this at a used bookstore, but it's like 167 pages. It's very tiny, and it should go pretty quickly. So again, I'm aiming to just get through this readathon successfully, and I will know by the end of it what I actually think of the book that inspired the iconic show with Carrie Bradshaw. And that's exactly the same premise if you're familiar with the show. It's author of a sex and dating advice column in New York. So, and her friends. So really curious to see how I'm actually gonna feel about the book. So most of the detours to get you back on track usually have just like one option. I think if you were to choose B, you would have 2 options for what to do next, but I chose A. My map has taken me to prompt number 9, which is Black Sails, read a book with a black cover. So I have decided to use this to get through one of my all crate picks from the last couple of months, and that is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. So again, black cover, pretty shiny foil, because again, pirates like shiny things too, you know, like real kinship bond there. Where Dreams Descend is all about Kaya, who is a pyromancer, I believe, and she is competing in this competition for magicians and other, you know, elite performers. And of course there's a love triangle. The author says they are highly inspired by things like Moulin Rouge, Phantom of the Opera with a dash of Night Circus in for fun. So just the aesthetic alone sounds like it is right up my alley. And this Owl Crate exclusive edition is a naked hardcover, so you can see that the majority of it is black, and it fits for this prompt. If you would like to see the rest of the prompts for ScallywagAThon and find your own way on the map, again, highly encourage you to check out the website down below so that you can chart your own course. But if you're going to participate in this readathon, let a wench know down below. I want to know what you're up to. I am so excited for the thematic of this. Also, don't forget to check out our captains' channels down below and give them some love for creating this really cool idea. And don't forget, for this readathon, I am doing all of my check-ins on my Instagram stories, so make sure that if you want to see what I'm reading and how it's going, that you check in there. So that's my read on the ScallywagAThon 2020. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. I hope you have a fantastic reading day. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of me or this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!